Most endings don't happen in the moment they're announced. They happen earlier. They happen in the pauses that get longer, in the effort that starts to feel one-sided, in the conversations that replay in your head because they never quite landed for you. By the time someone cuts ties without warning, the relationship has usually already quietly ended for them. What looks sudden on the outside is often the last step of a very quiet internal process, one that didn't involve ultimatums or dramatic confrontations or even clear decisions at first. It usually starts with noticing. Noticing how you feel after interactions, noticing which parts of yourself you've edited, noticing the quiet tension that doesn't go away anymore. And at first, those moments don't feel like deal breakers. They feel like a misunderstanding. So they get explained away. You give more room, you soften expectations, you adjust your tone, you try to meet the relationship where it is instead of where you are. Psychologically, this is where many sudden exits actually begin. Not with anger, with accommodation, with the slow reshaping of yourself so the relationship can keep functioning. And for a while it works. Things don't fall apart. They don't explode. They just quietly lose depth. What changes first isn't the relationship. It's the way someone experiences it. They stop bringing certain things up. They stop feeling curious. They stop having expectations. They're still present, but less invested. Still talking, but less revealed. Still there, but not fully in it. And because this shift happens internally, no one else is invited to the party. The relationship continues in form, but not in meaning. Until eventually, something happens that doesn't feel like another moment. It feels like confirmation, not necessarily a big betrayal, often something small, a response that lands wrong, a pattern that repeats, a realization that something essential hasn't changed. And in that moment, something changes, not emotionally, existentially. The question stops being, how do I fix this? It becomes, why am I still here? This is the psychological point of no return. When someone no longer feels like they are choosing the relationship, they feel like they are maintaining it. And maintenance without mutuality is exhausting. Once someone reaches that point, the relationship is no longer something they're inside of. It's something they're carrying. This is why the exit doesn't look like a negotiation. There's nothing left to negotiate. The internal debate is already over. The grief has often already happened, not in one moment, but in many private ones, in lowered expectations, in reduced hope, in the slow acceptance that the version of the relationship they wanted may not exist. So when the tie is finally cut, what you're seeing is not the start of their leaving, it's the end of their staying. And this is what makes these endings so confusing. Because the emotional intensity doesn't match the action. There may be no yelling, no long explanations, no visible struggle, just distance. Because the struggle already happened where no one could see it. People who cut ties without warning often aren't trying to punish. They're trying to stop negotiating their presence, stop translating themselves, stop carrying a connection that no longer feels reciprocal or right. It's rarely impulsive. It's usually the first outward expression of an internal truth that has been forming for a long time. So if you've ever been someone who walked away quietly, there's a good chance you didn't leave because one thing happened. You left because many things didn't. And if you've ever been on the receiving end, what felt like disappearance may have been the moment someone finally aligned their actions with what they had already accepted. Not all endings look like confrontations or drawn-out discussions. Some are silent acknowledgments. The moment someone stops hoping a door will open and finally walks away from it.